Hey, hi everyone. In this video, we'll be talking about the small one of the small cap mutual funds, and we'll be discussing the complete details of this mutual fund that everybody wants to know, and everybody should be aware about. So let's start. First, we will be going to the direct mutual fund that is Coin Zerodha. It is a product from Zerodha Coin where you can invest in direct mutual fund uh, no, via a coin application. So once we go here, we'll be clicking on this. So let's first navigate over this website. So what this website exactly states. So this has the details of all the kinds of mutual funds that are available in the market. So let's explore. Let's go to explore. We'll not log in. We'll just explore. So if you are coming over here, this is the one of the main home screen that you will be seeing. So in this, what you are able to do first is equity. These are the categories of mutual funds. So in Indian market, we have different categories of a mutual fund that are present. So first is equity. Equity specifically states that your money that you're investing will be completely invested in the Indian stock market. Okay, and the other things are debt fund. Debt fund is a money market based investment tool where your money will be invested in a kind of bonds and various other things. Hybrid is a mix of both equity and debt. Solution oriented means whether you want to invest in a kind of a thematic mutual fund kind of a perspective, and others include fund of funds and index funds. So today we are completely discussing on based on equity mutual fund and specifically on small cap mutual fund. So let's click on equity. So if I click on equity, you'll see in equity there are various kind of mutual fund that you are having. So if you see a multi-cap ELSSL is a tax saving mutual fund that is equity linked saving scheme. Small cap, large cap, mid cap, value sectors, flexi cap, focus, large and mid cap, hybrid. These are the different types of mutual funds that are available when it comes to equity categories. So what does small cap states? Small cap states that mutual fund company who are investing the fund that is investing in small cap companies. So small cap companies starts from 250 till the rest of the companies that are available in the Indian stock market based on the market capitalization. So if I click on small cap, so if you see these are the various small cap funds that are available in the Indian stock market. So today we will be discussing specifically on quant small cap. So let's click on quant small cap. So this is the main home screen of Quant Small Cap Fund. So we will be discussing each and every point that is present on the screen with respect to this fund. So if you see, we'll go step by step. So this Quant Small Cap Fund. So what does it state? This fund is owned by Quant Mutual Fund. This is a category of small cap. So this fund will be investing major amount of money in the small cap. So this is a direct in the case that you are directly investing in the stock market or in this mutual fund on your analysis on your thing. You are not going via any kind of a broker, okay, or an agent. So it is not a regular fund, it will be a direct fund. Growth. What does this word specifies? This word specifies means the amount of you are investing every year. Dividends are being given by the companies. So that dividend is not sent to you in your bank account, but that is invested back in your mutual fund. So that and it will be reflecting in your NAVs. So this is and third is equity. Equity means share market and small cap means it is investing in the small cap companies. So if you see the current NAV is 256 rupees. What does this specify? Now suppose you are investing 1000 rupees in this small cap fund, so what you will be getting in return? You will be getting in return a unit. So the cost of an unit is 256 rupees. So if you are investing 1000 rupees, let's consider 250 rupees as a NAV. So you will be getting a round of 4 units of this small cap mutual fund. So once the market grows or the market increases, what will happen? The cost of this NAV per unit value will either increase or decrease. Increase means it can go up to 250 to 300, but since you have purchased the NAV unit at 250, 50 rupees will be a profit. So this is how you will be gaining here in the returns in the stock market based on this NAV. Now this is CAGR. What does the CAGR state? CAGR states it means compounded annual growth rate. Means every year this mutual fund has given the returns on what percentage basis. So compounded annual growth rate. We'll come to that in detail when I discuss about the what is compounding exactly. So if you see in 1 year, it has given a return of negative of 505.41, means 100 rupees invested in stock market in past 1 year. So it has given you a negative return, means your 100 rupees will be of 95 rupees. If I go out 2 years, you see a positive of 27.80, means your 100 rupees had grown per year at the rate of 27%. Means first year it has grown as 27, means your at the end of 1 year you will be having a 127 rupees in your bank account. But on the second year, you will be having 100 and the return 27% will be applied on 127 rupees, not on 100 rupees. So your returns will be calculated accordingly. So similarly, we can see the returns of 3 years, that is 22.55%, 4 years, that is 27.08%, 5 years, which is the decent time duration in which we can analyze and we can come to a conclusion whether the what kind of, whether the performance of the mutual fund is good or bad. So it has given an annual rate of return of 50%. Means every year your amount is increasing, the amount invested is increasing by approximately 50%. Okay, that is the CAGR we are talking about. So the minimum amount investment is required is 5,000. Means the minimum investment that you need to do to be a part of this mutual fund is 5,000 has to be the minimum amount. AUM, that states asset under management. What this asset under management is? Means the amount of money at an whole what is being managed by this Quant Small Cap Fund. That is, if you see 24,892 crores. So this is the total sum of money that is being currently invested via Quant Small Cap Fund by each n number of investors throughout India. Okay, so that is the meaning of AUM. When it comes to exit load, what does exit load states? Exit load means 1%, means if you are investing, if you are starting to invest, if you are redeeming that amount of investment which you have done within 1 year of your investment, 1% will be charged by the mutual fund as a penalty. So the expectation of this mutual fund is always that you should be investing in the stock market or through small cap fund for a minimum duration of 1 year so that you will be able to see a decent amount of returns. Okay. So if you see, if the units are returned or switched out on and after 1 year from the date of allotment of units, irrespective of the amount. Okay, so if you if the days increase more than 365 days, you will not be charged 1%. Okay, it will be only charged if your date of investment is less than 365 days. Okay, if you are withdrawing your money with before 1 year, so this amount will be charged. Expense ratio. So what does this word expense ratio states? Expense ratio is the amount that mutual fund charged for providing you the service of mutual fund. So the company charges a specific service. You are opting for a service from a mutual fund or for a specific company. This is the amount per that will be charged to you based on the services that they will be providing, because they will be investing your money in the stock market. So they need a pool of people who are well skilled enough to invest your money accordingly so that a decent returns can be generated. So based on that, this expense ratio is being charged and is being completely shown to you on a transparent basis that this is the amount that is being charged. Okay, well, let's come down to this graph. Okay, let's understand what this graph states. So this graph states that if what is the percentage of return and how your money has grown in past, in the amount in the year, the duration of year that you have invested. Okay, so if I click on 3 months, if you see in 3 months the stock market has not grown or has given a negative return because of the market situation or the global situation. So in 3 months, we have not seen any kind of a decent returns. So and coming down to 6 months, so there is a negative return that you can see in 6 years, and similarly will be in the case of for 1 year as well. Reason being because in 1 year we haven't seen any kind of market increment cycles. So we are in a downtrend right now. So as the market is in a downtrend, so similarly all the stocks will be performing in that situation, and we are seeing the negative returns. Now if you go for 2 years, so here you can see your money increasing, the percentage of the money that you have increased, so it's rising. So the value of 1 unit of NAV that you have purchased 2 years back at 160 rupees will value today at 259 rupees, that is 260 rupees. So that it has an approximate, it has shown around 60 to 70% return it has shown in about 2 years. Going down the 3 years. So if you see the value of 3 years from now, if you are invested on May 27, 2022, the current value was 125 rupees. Now the current value of the NAV is around 245 or something rupees. So your amount has increased about to more than around two double. So if you are invested 100 rupees in 2022, it is now around 200 rupees in 2025. So coming on to the maximum part, maximum will show the details of the NAV value. It has increased from the date this mutual fund was reinstated in the stock market. So if you see, the starting was on 2013. So this is a pretty old fund that is stated around 12 years back, and we can see a decent return from 34 rupees in 2013 till 239 rupees. So around 250% return that you have. 1 rupee invested has returned given you 25 rupees kind of returns. So this is a stock market investment, and that too we are investing in the highest risk category. So the risk involved will be really high. And this is the name of the fund manager who will be managing your money, Mr. Ankit Pandey. He is the fund manager allocated by the Quant Mutual Fund who will be managing your money. So you are investing your money. You should be aware where your money is being invested by the mutual fund. So here are the sectors in which your money is equally divided based on the investment on the shares. So if I click on show all, so 100 rupees invested from your side, 15 rupees will be invested in the sectors of energy, 12% will be invested in healthcare, consumers it will be around 10%. This is a kind of a bank deposit that the bank mutual fund has to keep a share of cash amount. So material company dealing with oil and materials, it will be having 7.67, consumer service, communication services, this my industrial, NBFCs, financial. So in this specific percentage, your 100 rupees will be divided through all the sectors as specified over here. So your money is being divided equally in these many weightages. Now coming on to the companies. So those were the sectors. These are the companies which which was on which the shares have been brought. So 100 rupees, 10% allocation goes to your Reliance, 4% goes to your Geo Financial, AG's Logistics. It goes around to 4.27%. So based on this, you can see how your money is equally divided in this percentage, specific percentage, 100 rupees. So similarly, you can increase it to the amount that you're investing. So equally divided in these many companies. Around how many companies are there? Not exactly sure. Around more than 70 companies are there. So this is the complete details of Quant Small Cap Fund that we have discussed today. So hopefully you must have got an insight exactly how Quant Mutual Fund is being showed out to you in the when you go for investment. So what are the things that you need to really look at? So this is the thing. Please be aware. Anything, you can just pin if you have any doubts or anything. You can pin down your comment details in the comment section. We will discuss on this. Thank you.